In these and upcoming quizzes, we plan to place emphasis on the upcoming rapture, the tribulation, and the millennial reign of Christ, and those he positions to govern with him during that time. We will drop a lot of knowledge by presenting questions and by viewing and responding to your questions and comments. This is one way to get us prepared for the inevitable, the day we will actualize what our eternal lives with Christ really mean. Please subscribe, like, and share. By doing so, you're really being a part of the Great Commission. Please don't hesitate to suggest ways we can make this effort more appealing by providing your feedback. By doing so, you're helping to build on the foundation and you're helping to spread the truth. Now let's get on with the questions.
You have 10 seconds to choose the correct answer. Question 1. Where was Jesus when the disciples came to ask him about the upcoming destruction of the temple? A. Was he at the wedding in Cana? B. Was he in the Garden of Gethsemane? C. Was he on the Mount of Olives? Or D. Was he just leaving the temple?
The answer is C. On the Mount of Olives. Matthew chapter 24 verse 3 says the following. As Jesus was sitting on the Mount of Olives, the disciples came to him privately. Tell us, they said, when will this happen, and what will be the sign of your coming and of the end of the age?
Question 2. Where was John when he heard the voice saying, I am the Alpha and Omega, the first and the last? A. Sleep in the boat on the Jordan River? B. On the island of Malta? C. In the seventh heaven? Or D. On the Isle of Patmos?
The answer is D. On the Isle of Patmos. Revelation chapter 1 verse 9 through 11 says the following. John was in the isle that is called Patmos, for the word of God, and for the testimony of Jesus Christ.
Question 3. Jesus instructed this church to return to its first love. Where was the church located? A. Thyatira? B. Ephesus? C. Nazareth? Or D. Palestine?
The answer is B. Ephesus. Revelation chapter 2 verse 1 through 4 says the following. To the angel of the church in Ephesus write, But I have this against you, that you have abandoned the love you had at first.
Question 4. During John's vision of our final days, one of the elders asked John, These in white robes, who are they, and where did they come from? Where had they come from? A. The Great Tribulation? B. Underneath the Great Euphrates? C. The War of Armageddon? Or D. The Battle of Gog and Magog?
The answer is A. The Great Tribulation. Revelation chapter 7 verse 14 says the following. And he said to me, These are the ones coming out of the great tribulation. They have washed their robes and made them white in the blood of the Lamb.
Question 5. Jesus said, And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and will take you to myself, that where I am you may be also. Where is Jesus preparing a place for us? A. On this rock. B. On the Mount of Assembly. C. In his Father's house. Or D. Mount Ararat.
The answer is C. In his Father's house. John chapter 14 verse 2 says the following. In my Father's house are many rooms. If it were not so, would I have told you that I go to prepare a place for you?
Question 6. Which of these locations was not the place that Jesus ascended into heaven from? A. Bethany. B. The Mount of Olives. C. Nazareth. Or D. Judea.
The answer is C. Nazareth. Luke chapter 25 verse 50 through 51 says the following. And he led them out as far as Bethany, and lifting up his hands he blessed them. While he blessed them, he parted from them and was carried up into heaven. Incidentally, the Mount of Olives is in Bethany, and Bethany is a town in Judea.
Question 7. The book of Revelation says the blood-ransomed people from every tribe and nation will be a kingdom of priests to God. Where shall they reign? A. The New Jerusalem. B. Over the rainbow. C. Over the earth. Or D. In paradise.
The answer is C. Over the earth. Revelation chapter 5 verse 10 says the following. Worthy are you to take the scroll and to open its seals, for you were slain, and by your blood you ransomed people for God from every tribe and language and people and nation, and you have made them a kingdom and priests to our God, and they shall reign on the earth.
Question 8. The book of Revelation says, "The kings of the earth, who committed sexual immorality and lived in luxury with her, will weep and wail over her when they see the smoke of" what city burning? A. Egypt. B. Syria. C. Babylon. Or D. Rome.
The answer is C. Babylon. Revelation chapter 18 verses 9 to 10 says the following. And the kings of the earth, who committed sexual immorality and lived in luxury with her, will weep and wail over her when they see the smoke of her burning. They will stand far off, in fear of her torment, and say, Alas! Alas! You great city, you mighty city, Babylon! For in a single hour your judgment has come.
Question 9. For tolerating the immoral teachings of Jezebel, Jesus rebuked the church in this city? A. Samaria. B. Thyatira. C. Hollywood. Or D. Laodicea.
The answer is B. Thyatira. Revelation chapter 2 verse 20 says the following. Nevertheless, I have this against you. You tolerate that woman Jezebel, who calls herself a prophet. By her teaching she misleads my servants into sexual immorality and the eating of food sacrificed to idols.
Question 10. Where did the Apostle John first meet Jesus? A. The Isle of Patmos. B. Galilee. C. Bethlehem. Or D. East of Eden.
The answer is B. Galilee. Matthew chapter 4 verse 18 says the following. As Jesus was walking beside the Sea of Galilee, he saw two brothers, Simon called Peter and his brother Andrew. And Matthew chapter 4 verses 21 to 22 also says, going on from there, he saw two other brothers, James son of Zebedee and his brother John. They were in a boat with their father Zebedee, preparing their nets. Jesus called them, and immediately they left the boat and their father and followed him.
Thanks so much for taking the quiz. We'd really like to know how you did. Considering the topic, locations. Do you think that the questions and answers were a help to you at all, especially in revealing to you more about the future of our upcoming dwelling? Are you like me, always wondering about the trip we're going to take? If you believe that this quiz had some value, please let us know. We're now working on mind-blowing quizzes. That's right, questions and answers that are intended to blow your mind. Please like, subscribe, and share this quiz. We're really focused on spreading the gospel in as many ways as possible. May the Lord our God bless you and your house continually.